Welcome to the world of power and hot steel. Here, we don't just saw wood. We rip apart giant trees with super machines. Evergreen tree gear. You will witness epic fellings, giant saws screeching through the jungle, and breathtaking modern logging technology. If you love thrills, heavy machinery, or simply seeing fallen trees, then this is the place for you. Welcome to the lumberpro. In logging areas, circular saw machines roar as they prepare to take down massive trees in seconds. Their razor-sharp blades spin at thousands of revolutions per minute, slicing deep into the trunk with precision. The sound of cracking wood blends with the engine's roar, forming a powerful symphony of human ingenuity and nature. Once a tree is felled, the next step is limb trimming to refine the log into a clean material. Mechanical arms equipped with smaller saw blades swiftly remove excess branches, cutting each knot with precision. Hydraulic systems allow these robotic arms to move flexibly, trimming at a speed far beyond human capability. Within minutes, the tree is stripped down and ready for the next stage. Long tree trunks cannot be transported as they are, so they must be segmented into standard sizes. Segmentation machines use precise measurement systems to cut logs into pieces suited for specific purposes. Massive circular saw blades spin rapidly, slicing through it effortlessly like a knife through butter, leaving behind clean, sharp cuts. Each section log is neatly stacked, ready for further processing. In the past, workers had to use axes and hand saws to fell trees, trim branches, and segment logs, an exhausting and hazardous task. However, with technological advancements, modern machines not only boost productivity, but also enhance worker safety. Automated sensors, remote control systems, and intelligent designs minimize risks, making logging more precise and efficient than ever before. The chainsaw blade consists of a long metal guide bar with a sharp-toothed chain wrapped around it. When the engine runs, the chain spins at high speed, cutting through it effortlessly. An automatic lubrication system reduces friction and extends the lifespan of the blade. The operator grips the handle firmly, gently pressing the throttle to adjust the cutting speed. As the blade makes contact with the tree trunk, the chain starts slicing through, sending sawdust flying. The machine vibrates slightly with each cut, but the anti-vibration system helps maintain control. As the chainsaw operates, the operator maintains a steady stance, positioning the blade at the base of the tree at the right angle. The fast-spinning chain cuts through the bark first, then gradually moves deeper into the solid wood. A screeching sound emerges as the blade encounters dense wood, but the chainsaw continues working without hesitation. Once the cut is deep enough, the operator adjusts the cutting direction to control the fall of the tree. Finally, the trunk splits and crashes to the ground with a loud boom. The chainsaw is an essential tool in the logging industry, offering flexibility and power. It enables fast tree cutting, efficient wood processing, and high productivity. However, For safe operation, users must wear proper protective gear and follow safety guidelines. The long steel arm stretches out, its joints moving smoothly like the limbs of a giant. The massive claw opens wide, seizing a heavy log effortlessly before lifting it skyward with raw power. Every grip is a precise calculation. With just a slight movement of the controls, the grapple rotates smoothly, stacking logs neatly onto trucks or storage areas. Each motion is swift yet careful, preventing logs from slipping or misaligning. Whether in muddy fields or rugged slopes, the log grapple machine pushes forward relentlessly. Its heavy-duty tracks or oversized tires ensure stability on any terrain. Nothing can stop it. It is built to dominate the harshest conditions. One by one, the logs are lifted, stacked, and prepared for the next stage of their journey. When the job is done, the machine rests, awaiting its next command. The workday may end, but the logging industry never stops moving. In the stillness of the forest, a piercing sound erupts, shattering the quiet melody of bird song and rustling leaves. The chainsaw growls, its razor-sharp teeth spinning at an incredible speed. The once mighty tree, standing firm for decades, now trembles under the relentless force of the blade. The chainsaw roars to life as the worker forcefully pulls the starter cord. The two-stroke engine emits a deep, rumbling sound, and thin wisps of smoke rise from the exhaust. The saw blade begins to spin, with sharp steel links racing along the guide bar, ready to cut through any log in its path. The worker guides the saw blade against the tree trunk, with the cutting teeth biting firmly into the bark. A sharp screech echoes as metal meets wood, sending splinters flying in all directions. The chainsaw vibrates intensely, and the recoil from the blade forces the worker to grip the handles tightly for precise control of the cut. The saw blade digs deeper into the grain, leaving a clean incision behind. The chainsaw's roar merges with the cracking sounds of wood fibers tearing apart. Sap oozes from the cut, sticking to the guide bar and body of the machine. The worker maintains a firm grip, steadily guiding the saw along the intended path. The log splitter roars as its sharp steel wedge slowly presses down on the wood. A loud crack echoes as the fibers split apart, sending wooden splinters flying. Unlike a saw's smooth cut, the splitter crushes the log with tons of force, breaking it along natural grain lines. Bulldozers are used to remove large trees or fallen trunks. With a sturdy steel blade and a powerful engine, they can flatten an entire area in a short time, making logging and transportation easier. Some models are even equipped with rippers to shred tree trunks before pushing them aside, minimizing further processing efforts. In addition to logging, reforestation is an important step to ensure natural balance and maintain sustainable resources. New seedlings are planted, covering the bare land, continuing the cycle of life. Reforestation not only helps protect the environment, but also brings long-term benefits to the ecosystem, preserving soil, water, and creating habitats for many species. This is the responsibility to maintain green forests for future generations. Deep in the heart of the forest, where winding trails carve through rugged terrain, the timber trucks press forward. These mechanical giants bear the immense burden of transporting colossal logs from the wild. Engines thunder, sending plumes of smoke into the thick air, heavy with the scent of resin and damp earth. Massive wheels churn through the mud, leaving deep scars along the treacherous path. Ahead lies a treacherous incline, littered with rocks and loose soil, a true test of strength for these steel warhorses. The driver grips the wheel tightly, pressing hard on the accelerator. The engine growls, tires scream as they fight against gravity. The massive logs tremble in their chains as the machine inches upward, gripping the earth with sheer determination, refusing to yield. The engine roars through the wilderness, tearing apart the forest's silence. Massive steel machines, wrapped in thick armor, plow through deep mud undeterred. Enormous logs, stacked high and secured with heavy chains, press down on their backs. Giant tires churn the earth, flinging water and leaving deep, jagged scars on the ground. A wood chipper is a specialized machine used to process excess wood, branches, and logs into small pieces for various purposes. Equipped with sharp cutting blades and a powerful engine, it can quickly shred wood into chips or sawdust, maximizing the utilization of forest resources. When wood is fed into the machine, the cutting blades spin at high speed, slicing it into small pieces. These wood chips are then propelled through the discharge chute by a fan, ready for use. This continuous process ensures fast and efficient wood processing. Fast food processing, reducing labor. White heavy check mark saves storage space by minimizing labor waste. White heavy check mark maximize resource utilization, prevent waste. White heavy check mark wide range of applications in many different industries. Wood chippers are essential in the wood processing industry, maximizing resource utilization and improving production efficiency. With advanced technology, these machines are helping increase productivity while minimizing environmental impact. The sharp metallic scream cuts through the stillness, scattering birds into the sky. Trees that have stood for decades, even centuries, now begin to lean under the saw's rhythm, crashing to the ground with a deep, echoing thud. The chainsaw blade meets the dry wood surface, then plunges inward with sudden force. A screeching sound erupts, high and metallic, like a steel horn. Layers of wood are torn apart, sawdust flinging into the air and swirling like pale dust in the wind. The chainsaw doesn't hesitate. It presses forward steadily, its motor deepening in tone with every centimeter. The rotating chain moves like a relentless machine, slicing through the dense grain of the wood. A rhythmic roar pulses like a mechanical heartbeat, occasionally punctuated by sharp clack-clack sounds when striking hard knots. The blade leaves behind a smooth, deep groove, and light smoke rises from the heated wood, carrying a faint charred scent, raw and earthy. A crisp crack rings out as the wood begins to split. The chainsaw keeps spinning, as if urging the break to complete. Thick sawdust flies in the heated air, veiling the surroundings in a golden haze. The freshly exposed wood is brighter, smoother, with swirling grain patterns. Chainsaws allow users to cut trees, branches, or large logs much faster than manual saws. Thanks to their powerful motors and sharp chains, they can complete tasks in minutes that would otherwise take hours. This makes them essential in forestry, construction, and post-storm cleanup. Chainsaws can cut through thick, hardwood, or large diameter trees that other tools can't handle. High-powered models can even slice through trunks over half a meter in diameter. This boosts productivity in lumber processing, material preparation, and professional forestry operations. Chainsaws are heavy and generate intense vibrations. If the operator lacks strength or works on uneven ground, they may lose control, drop the saw, or accidentally cut themselves. Prolonged exposure to vibrations may also lead to hand-arm vibration syndrome, HAVS, causing numbness and long-term hand damage. Before the sun rises, the timber trucks have already begun their journey. The sky is still draped in mist, but the roaring engines shatter the silence of the forest. The heavily loaded truck, carrying massive logs, maneuvers through deep potholes and thick mud. Ahead lies a rushing stream, water crashing against rocks, carrying branches and foaming white. But the steel warhorses do not stop. The truck plunges into the water, its massive wheels churning up mud and debris. The icy water surges against the undercarriage, slamming against the steel frame, but it cannot halt the journey. Forest roads often have sharp turns, with narrow paths and no guardrails. When approaching a turn, the driver must slow down early and steer gradually to prevent the truck from tipping over. On dangerous curves, logging trucks require extra space to maneuver. If the road is too narrow, a clearing vehicle or reversing may be needed to adjust the turning angle. Some trucks are equipped with hydraulic steering assistance to make handling easier on rough terrain. When climbing steep slopes, log trucks face the risk of losing momentum or sliding backward if the road is too slippery. The driver must stay in a low gear to maintain traction and carefully control the throttle to prevent the wheels from spinning in place. On steep inclines, trucks may need to ascend in a zigzag pattern instead of going straight up, reducing the effective slope and improving grip. If the incline is too steep or the soil is too soft, a bulldozer or another truck may need to push from behind for assistance. In some cases, the driver might have to reduce the load, making multiple smaller trips to ensure safety. If the truck starts sliding backward, emergency brakes and wheel chocks made of wood or rocks can help prevent a dangerous descent. On dangerous curves, logging trucks require extra space to maneuver. If the road is too narrow, a clearing vehicle or reversing may be needed to adjust the turning angle. Some trucks are equipped with hydraulic steering assistance to make handling easier on rough terrain. The logs, after being transported from the forest to the sawmill, still retain their rough, rugged exterior, bearing the marks of time and nature. The sap is still fresh, the bark cracked, and the surface uneven from where branches were cut off. Yet, beneath this coarse outer layer lies precious grain patterns, waiting to be revealed and transformed into a brand new form. As the rough logs enter the sawmill, sharp blades begin their task of stripping away their aged outer layer. The high-pitched whirring of the saw echoes through the air, slicing through the wood layer by layer, revealing the smooth core within. Wood chips fly in all directions, and the fresh scent of timber fills the workshop, marking the transformation of raw logs into neatly cut planks. As the log is placed on the conveyor belt, the sharp saw blade spins at high speed. The piercing sound of metal slicing through it fills the air, tearing through layers to reveal the core within. Sawdust flies in all directions, covering the floor in a fine golden layer. Each cut requires absolute precision. Even a slight misalignment can cause the plank to warp, bend, or crack. From rugged tree trunks in the wild forest, the wood has now donned a completely new appearance. It may become warm flooring, sturdy furniture, or elegant doors. The journey from a raw log to a finished product is a testament to human craftsmanship and the hidden beauty within every grain of wood. If you enjoyed this content, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe for more amazing updates. Thank you for your support.